My name is Meka Egwuekwe. I'm Executive Director at Code Crew, and I'd like to share a little window into something that some of us are calling the Memphis Youth Coding Movement. Now, you all know that computers and software are in everything. They're in your pockets, they're on your wrist right now. They are the careers of tomorrow, and in fact, I dare say, they're increasingly the careers of today. And in fact, the cities that are most prosperous are the ones who figure out how to train and mobilize themselves and their populations to take advantage of the lucrative careers of today and tomorrow, especially for their youth. And in fact, the sad reality in America, in Memphis and all across this nation, is that most schools are not teaching computer science, despite the fact that 9 out of 10 parents want this for their kids, and 1 out of 4 schools, unfortunately, don't teach it. And this is also despite the fact that kids say that they enjoy computer science and arts more than most of their other subjects. So why aren't we teaching more computer science in more schools? Well, there are a lot of reasons. Chief amongst them is this. They're being tested to death. No Child Left Behind has really been tech education left behind. If it's not on the test, kids are getting fewer and fewer opportunities to learn it. That's the sad reality in Memphis and across our nation. Because back 30 years ago, back in my day, I was learning in a computer class what's on the left. Now today, kids are learning what's on the right. These are important skills to have, but they're not learning to be producers of technology. They're learning to be consumers and users. We want them to be makers. And in Memphis, our largest demographic is in Memphis will soon be the #1 metro for African Americans. Soon, first majority African American metro. These are our largest demographics and fastest growing, and all of them are woefully underrepresented in computer science. This is not an issue of politics. This is actually an issue of math. We cannot expect to have prosperity in this city unless we convince more African Americans, Latinos, and girls to consider careers in computer science. We cannot white and Asian male our way to prosperity. Thankfully, there are already boots on the ground, rolling up their sleeves to make a difference. Many of these great programs have been around for a while, and I'm going to share with you a little bit about Code Crew, our organization. We started in May of 2015 with a single summer camp at the Lester Community Center, teaching kids with funding from the Memphis Grizzlies Foundation how to build mobile apps. And we've since worked with hundreds of kids across the city and grown to now 5 after-school programs and 3 in-school electives classes reaching 170 kids each week. Those in-school electives classes are kids actually, as part of their schedule, learning how to code JavaScript and Python and HTML and CSS like a regular class, getting grades and tests on their report cards, learning how to build mobile apps and all these great things. And they're part of a movement. They're actually on the front lines of this youth coding movement. But they're not the only ones. Our friends from the Memphis Grizzlies as well. People like Mario Chalmers and James Ennis have been to our events learning how to build mobile apps from our kids. Right? This is a movement that's moving forward to make a better Memphis. And not just learning how to do mobile apps, they're learning how to make video games. We're partnering with our Tiger Crew program. We're partnering with the University of Memphis and Cloud 901. Kids are using a world-class professional video game development platform to make video games, the same platform used to make Pokemon Go and Temple Run and so many other world-class games. But we're not stopping there. Soon you'll see kids programming drones. We're going to have our kids publishing their apps in the App Store and the Play Store. They're going to have internships at local tech companies. We're going to be teaching teachers how to do this so we can scale this to tens of thousands of kids across Memphis. And the impact is already significant. We're already moving the needle with respect to diversity in tech. And 89% of the kids in that Tiger Crew program I mentioned said that they're more likely to go to college and study computer science because of our programs. We have a lot of great partners across a lot of different categories here, but we also need you. We want to invite you to partner with us in this regard because I want you to see the vision. These are our instructors and our teaching assistants and volunteers from our most recent hackathon. And they reflect the diversity of Memphis that's beautiful. And I want you to see 10 years from now a Memphis that is this on steroids? Because we've overwhelmed our colleges and our companies with young, new tech talent. This is what the Code Crew is about. This is our work. This is how you find us. And you can get involved starting with Giving Tuesday next week. Because tech companies say they want diversity. So let's give it to them, straight out of Memphis. Thank you.